Premier explosives. While we were just hitting the break, we told you we will be having this exclusive interaction with the management. The stock is trading higher by about 2.7% in today's trading session. We are joined by TV Chowdary, who is the MD at Premier Explosives. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Chowdary. Thank you so much for waiting by, and thank you so much for joining us on ET now. And firstly, let's talk about the latest news flow with regards to your company, that's Premier Explosives. You are looking to make new investment in the state of Odisha, and you've got the approval to actually go ahead and set up a defense plant. If you could tell us what exactly this entails, what sort of an investment would you be putting in for this sort of this plant?
Yeah, this allotment of land is very important for explosive industry, where we require large lands for safety distances and all those. And right now we have in Andhra Pradesh near Hyderabad 2 locations which are completely occupied now with our production facilities. So for any future growth, it is very important for us to have a land identified. And we are very lucky and thankful to Odisha government to invite us and then approve the requirement. Now we have to proceed and then look at the land and availability and select and all those. That process will start now.
Okay, so I guess you're looking to do an investment of close to 864 crore rupees. How are you planning to fund this? And by when will whatever plant you set up in this place, by when the plant will be operational? Any guidance on that front if you could give us?
See, this investment, as we have indicated earlier, it will be spread out in a period of 10 years. So it will be in multiple phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So when we complete all 3 phases, we are expecting that we will be somewhere around 850 crores. That is our plan. To start with, we'll be going for the high explosives manufacturing first. And then we have plans for going for ammunition. And then we have plans for going for other raw materials for propellants and all those in these 3 phases. And the funds, as on date, we feel that in this 10 years time, we will have enough financial strength to fund the requirement. But however, different plans are there. As this is too premature to have a firm plans and all those. So we have different ways of going around it.
But any internal timelines by when the phase 1 will be done and when at least a part of the plant will become operational? Anything that you have
Phase 1 will be done. It has to start now immediately. We are now on that, and this year itself we want to start phase 1 project. Probably by end of next year, that is end of 2025, I think it will come into production, the first phase.
Okay, and when the phase 1 is completed, any incremental revenue that could come into your financials?
Yes. Because the phase 1, we are planning to have explosive raw materials, which are now in a great demand in export in Europe and Eastern Europe and Western Europe countries. So that is going to give us the real boost to our turnover and then profitability.
Any number that you've penciled in for now, Mr. Chowdary? Any ballpark number that we can actually go along with regards to what you're expecting, or you all may have penciled in for it?
I think probably that we'll keep it for the next meeting.
All right. Hopefully, we will take you up on that particular number. But let's talk about your order book. You have a guidance, an order book inflow of about revenue and order inflow of about 500 to 600 crore rupees. How close you are to meeting that guidance? And also, if you could tell us what's your current order book status like?
Current order book is at 940 crores, closer to that. And then other things are in pipeline. So we are quite confident that we'll be maintaining the same order book while meeting at least 500, 600 crores by achieving that kind of turnover in the year 25-26.
All right, and what's
24-25.
Right, and what about your revenue guidance going ahead? What sort of guidance can you leave us with? Where you see the revenue numbers coming in? Where's the growth coming in now?
Current year we have targeted 300 crores. That is, which is going to be ended by 31st March. But I think we'll be falling a little short of that because of the international maritime problems, because certain exports and other things, we are still waiting for the shipping to get cleared. So with those things, we are expecting probably around 280 crores instead of 300.
For the next financial year?
Next financial year, whatever delays took place in the dispatches, they will automatically go into first quarter, and we feel that the first quarter there will be a boost. And the overall next financial year, we are targeting 500 crores.
You did mention the fact that due to the international maritime issues and also the Red Sea issues that we are facing, are you seeing any cost impact on that particular front? And if you could tell us how much of your business is export oriented?
See, this cost factor is not going to affect us because the transportation, all our prices are ex-factory prices, and the transportation is in the scope of the customer. So that is not going to affect. Only dispatches may get delayed because of the availability of ship and all those, because our cargo is a special cargo, explosives and all those. So that is going to affect us. Now, last year it was around 20% was the export business, but this year it will be more than that. It will be more than 30%, which is now accumulated for the last quarter. But I think some of it will go to next quarter.
So going forward, are you expecting the revenue mix to tilt more towards export given the fact that it's high margin?
Both are there, export as well as domestic. Like you know that this out of the 1,000 crores, close to 1,000 crores order book, we have almost 50-50%, 50 domestic and 50 export market. So in fact, more than 50 is domestic, almost 60% is domestic and 40% is export market. But because of delays in the export, this may a little tilt may take place towards domestic.
Then we leave it there, Mr. Chowdary. Thank you so much for joining us on ET Now to talking about the investment in Odisha, where your order book is at currently, and what sort of revenue outlook you have going ahead. And definitely we will touch base and talk about the phase one and what sort of revenue you're expecting on that particular front. But thank you so much for being patient and answering all the questions. And that was the management of Premier Explosives. But on
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.